Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Force Commander, we have Rutank. Spawn on the north left side as the Warlock, we have Saibot. Looks like talking about really fast loading screens, I guess. Both players have on an NVMe. It's all really, when it comes to loading screens, it mostly comes down to the hard drive. NVMe drives and SSDs definitely load faster than, say, than spinning hard disk. Back when I had both an SSD and a spinning hard disk in my computer, in computers too, I noticed that if my game's loaded on the spinning hard disk, it loads much slower than the SSD. Yep. You may hear my drink opening up, which you got the Imperial Guards or Guardian squads engaged in the Tactical Marine squad, but they immediately fall back there. Maybe a little bit too quickly. Patch got stuck in heavy cover there, quite a little bit. But now we do have the Warlock receiving some free damage there from these two scout squads. Oh, now we got some sent us shotguns for a while now. Let's get a nice cast there, getting some good damage on the scout squad. The scout squad now has a lot of utility with that shotgun. How is making their way down south. We've got the Guardian squads here to support them as well. Does find the Force Commander there. With the support of the Guardian squads, the Howling Banshees should be able to deal with the Force Commander. Force Commander is now receiving quite a bit of fire there. Gets another special attack there, only loses one or gets knocked back one mile there. And notice he has actually the battle cry now. Guardian squad is getting a little bit too close to the Force Commander. Force Commander is now falling back. We'll receive a lot of slices on the retreat path down 11 health. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
That's overwhelmed me. Your brother's power node deactivated and ready to be secured.
Node has been deactivated by the scouts that they just reported. Now got the two Guardian squads and the Heli Banshees going to try to deactivate this node themselves. Force Commander has just been recalled. This point should be deactivated. He could try dropping on Power Generator too quickly before it goes down, but he may not have enough requisition for that. Tactical Marine squad is getting some good damage there onto the Guardian squads. Scout squad's facing for it. They may try to shotgun blast there. And now the Force Commander squad try to type the Howling Banshees with melee. Was trying to go for a shotgun blast there, but does get forced on back. Tactical Marine squad could try for some cover.
Adding support structure. Understood.
Warlock's now seeing quite a bit of fire right there. Has been upgraded the Champions Robe, allows him to get access to the use shields as health button, which is pretty much a fan favorite for everybody to get that ability. The Warlock's a little special that since he can get that as a armor slot rather than a amulet slot. Now let's take out the shield generator there.
Scouts ready.
Warlock's now being upgraded with the Merciless Witchblade, which should improve his melee attacks much greater. He may go for a shotgun blast onto him now, but the shield generator is up and going, so it should be able to knock him back. This is drawing them pretty far forward. And reactivate the shield generator right there now.
Reading you clear and true.
Warlock has received quite a bit of fire. That piece of armor also gives him additional 150 health, so he's now very durable. Force Commander and Scout Squad in pursuit of that Warlock. The Warlock may just need to do a full retreat at this moment in time. Goes there onto the Warlock, but does escape on out there. Guardian Squad's going to be captured at that point. One's been upgraded with battle equipment. Like both of them have been upgraded the battle equipment now. Scout Squad and Tactical Marine Squad gains good damage there on the Howling Banshees as they're trying to slice open that power generator. So the power generator will go down. The Howling Banshees will receive some losses in return, however. Oh, and the Scout Squad saves the power generator there by getting repaired up. Very, very nice. Up north, we do have the Scout Squads engaging the power generator. Guardian Squad's getting some hits there on the Force Commander. They're flying Ring Around the Rosie. Pulls out a Plasma Grenade there. With a combat charge, does allow him to avoid that Plasma Grenade there. Facing another Plasma Grenade. Does throw it. This one's going to be much more successful. Gets a great knockback there, but the Guardian Squads can't really stick around for too much longer. It does both of them fall back there. Up north, we've got the Warlock engaging the Scout Squad, getting one good slice there.
Are we to accept defeat?
Looks like all 4 models will escape on out of there. Maybe the Scouts are acting a little bit funny.
A task unfinished is a prayer unanswered. Research underway.
The Scout Squad is going to try to avoid the Warlock. The Warlock has a bit of energy to play around with, but is now receiving quite a bit of fire now. The Warlock, the Force Commander does not get any good hits there on the Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees will upgrade to the aspect of strength. Guardian Squad's getting some now good burst there, and now the Force Commander does fall back. Scout Squad's advancing forward, trying to stop this Warlock. Activate his shield generator now. Gets a good special attack there, and use that to quickly fall back. Goes out Frag Grenade there. And does get the Warlock. Very, very nice.
Victory point secured.
Guardian Squads, Howling Banshees advancing forward. The Scout Squads do not have a lot of injury remaining, so can't use a Shotgun Blast there. Tactical Marine Squad's advancing forward as well. The Guardian Squads are going to be focusing down that Tactical Marine Squad. His other Scouts coming on forward, trying to support him. Howling Banshees do shout in the face of those Tactical Marine Squads. Scout Squad's still in the region. The Force Commander is trying to slice apart the Howling Banshees now. Both squads do fall back entirely. The Scout Squad is still not being upgraded with anything. And the Howling Banshees will receive a bit more fire from that Force Commander. Scout Squad is coming forward as well, getting some good damage there on the Banshees, but the Force Commander himself may go down, receiving quite a bit of fire. Force Commander will skip on out there with 5 health remaining. May see a Shotgun Blast there. Very good. Though he's pretty low in health, does fall back. This Scout Squad is sort of doing nothing at the moment, and now trying to focus on this last power generator. Another power generator does go down. Got the Tactical Marine Squad advancing forward. Another 2 more power generators as well. Tactical Marine Squad and Scout Squad advancing forward. This Scout Squad, of course, has still no upgrades on it and nothing on the build queue. And there's the Ultra Shark being called on down. Now got a very powerful jump infantry going straight for the VP. The Eldari players going to try to for the VP game. Shotgun Blast there, but the shield generator is up, only against suppression. Now the Force Commander is going to try to tie up the Warlock in melee. We do now have the Heart of Darkness being upgraded for the Warlock. The Force Commander still has no upgrades whatsoever.
One of our initiates has fallen.
I'll start trying to tie up the Tactical Marine Squad of the melee. Warlock's down to 25% health and 25% energy. He does need to fall back sooner rather than later. Does activate the shield generator. Oh, and his energy is going up quite quickly. Heart of Darkness grants the Warlock the Empower ability to recharge his energy over time. That's most what he was using right there. I noticed that energy was going up while it was going down, so now he has a very, very durable Warlock. We do now have a Dreadnought deployed on the field, ready to bash some heads. Now we do also have a Guardian's Weapon team. Blackwing will be upgraded to a Bright Lance. Going for the Power Fist upgrade now. We do have the Guardian squads engaging the power generator over here.
We have 300 points remaining.
Tier 2 has been researched for the Warlock player as well. Bright Lance is on the way. The Dreadnought should make short work of these generators. Over here, we'll have the point now deactivated. Tactical Marine squads. We've got 2 Tactical Marine squads for one now. He may have used red points on one. Maybe not. Maybe eyeing to upgrade the second one to Stern Guard veterans. And these Guardian squads are receiving a bit too much fire there. Now I do have the fusion gun loaded for the Archtarch. Bright Lance also firing away. The Dreadnought will need to fall back. The Bright Lance is far too dangerous for him. As far as Giant Smash there, knocking back them Guardian squads. He's going straight. Does type the Guardian weapon team in melee, takes the Force Commander, and does take out the Guardian weapon team entirely. Scout squad now receiving quite a fire. Does need to fall back. Does fall back. Trying to deal with the Dreadnought there with the fusion gun. Getting some hits there. Activate shield generator for the Warlock. Warlock is down entirely. The Dreadnought still has a bit of health remaining. Don't think the Shark should be able to take it out. Completely out of energy there, using all of his energy as her own shield generator as well. And the Dreadnought's down to 6 health and does take out the Dreadnought as well, but may go down in return, yes. Warlock does get withdrawn and redeployed. And this power generator should go down quite quickly. 1 bullet.
We must reverse the course of the battle.
There's some scouts right there. Force Commander catches the VP, and now the Warlock is advancing forward, trying to get some good hits there onto the Tactical Marine squads. Force Command is advancing forward, trying to dive the Guardian squads up in melee. The Warlock has seen quite a bit of fire, but still has plenty of health. Guardian squad does fall back there.
Technology unlock beginning. Under fire!
Over here, we do got the Tactical Marine squads advance, falling back. We've got the Warlock trying to recapture the central VP. This VP is currently neutralized. And the VPs are very, very similar, and right now, the same. Plasma Grenade does get thrown. He does go ahead and avoid it. And all the Guardian squads are advancing forward, trying to get some good damage in. And the Scout squad does fall back entirely. The Scout squad still has not received any upgrades. Both players going for tier 3 at the moment. Alien Pages also went down one of those engagements as well.
Scouts under attack. One of our own has died. The enemy must perish.
Overall, the composition is much better for the Force Commander. Having 2 Scouts, 2 Tactical Marines is better than just 2 Guardian squads. So at this point in time, either go for any sort of asset, whether it be Predators or Fire Prism, or go for Terminators or Zero Council.
Moving to cover. Additional units have become available, Commander.
Guardian squads are going to try to deactivate this point. It's still being activated now. And Tactical Marine squads can catch the Central VP. Still no additional upgrades on the second Tactical Marine squad. It looks like it's not being upgraded to Stern Guard veterans anytime soon. Another power generator being deployed out right there. Now focusing it down. Does have another power generator here. Points still active as well, but these Tactical Marines may change that. It will change that. 1 power generator will go down right there. And oh, the Force Commander just been upgraded to a Terminator Force Commander.
Adding power generator.
Terminator Force Commander. Don't see any upgrades on him just yet.
I am invincible.
Now I do have the Warlock charging forward, trying to deal with these Tactical Marine squads. We have another certain upgrade there. It does fire a shotgun blast there. It does get shield generator up in time, but still receives a suppression, of course. Warlock's now completely out of energy there. After Marine Squad see quite a bit of fire, use a little bit more energy there. He does get a good hit there onto those Tactical Marine Squad. Scout Squad trying to throw a grenade, minorly successful. And compare plasma grenades has just been thrown there. He does get a good hit there onto that Tactical Marine Squad. This Warlock still is down to 12 health, 20 health, 17, 10, 11, 12 health remaining, and the Warlock looks like will fall back in time. Scout Squad trying to deactivate this point, but they will be unsuccessful. Guardian Squad advance forward with some plasma grenades. And the Scout Squad does fall back there. Terminator Force Commander trying to capture this northern VP.
The enemy is capturing one of our strategic points. Press on to victory, Space Marines.
A lot of needed health there, getting some reinforcements as well. Good to see Stern Guard veterans. And it's always going to throw me off now that the scout model is in the commander spot, and now we do have some Stern Guard veterans there. Pulled out from his second squad of Tactical Marine Squad. His primary one still has level 2. The new Stern Guard veterans that do not have any sort of veteran C.
Our brothers die at enemy
Terminator Force Commander appears not been upgraded with any sort of upgrade. These forces starting to make their advance, so now your VP is being decaptured by the Warlock. And the Scout Squad is going to be making their way over here, capture the requisition point. Warlock now seeing some fire there. The Warlock himself is down below half health, and now the Avatar War being deployed on out. Okay, I was not expecting Avatar War. Wasn't really paying attention to the build queue, and now the Avatar War is on the build queue, being deployed on out. His opponent does have plenty of resources while Predator he may be going for a Land Raider. Warlock is falling him back. He does have plenty of red points as well. Maybe get out some more Terminators. He perhaps can deploy a Terminator Assault Squad or Terminator regular Terminators. And their Scout Squad does fall back now. Stern Guard veterans going to be protecting the Tactical Marine Squad, who's been upgraded plasma guns, and now the Avatar War has been deployed on out.
issuing new weapon loadouts.
Avatar War. First engagement's going to be with him very soon. Do now have a fire prison on the build queue for the Warlock. Now it's a good time perhaps to get the initial cast of Cone of Arc of Fire.
Flamers ready.
And now it's going to be pursuing these forces now. I heard Flamers ready. Got Predator on the build queue. It looks like the Terminator Force Command has been upgraded, the Heavy Flamer. Brother, get the Flamer. The Heavy Flamer. It's gotta love those old memes. It's not really that old. Power Generator has been deactivated. He could perhaps claim that power for himself. Terminator Force Commander will now receive fire from the Avatar and will return fire with his Heavy Flamer.
The Eldar are claiming a victory point.
The Avatar War should be able to win out this fight, no problem. And over here do have the Warlock now forcing back the scouts there. The point has not been decaptured nor deactivated. We do now have a fresh Predator tank now being deployed on out. And we do have the Guardian Squad being forced back as well. Warlock advancing forward, activate the shield generator now. We may need to get the Empower ability activated. Predator tank getting some good hits there on the Warlock. The Warlock is now completely out of energy, and now his health is under siege. The Warlock is falling back, should be able to skip out of there, no problem. And now the Terminator Force Commanders receive a bit too much fire there from the Avatar War. Fire President does have armor piercing rounds loaded up. Does get a good hit there onto the Predator tank. Getting more and more hits there on the Predator tank. The Predator tank now has a rear armor exposed. We got the crack rounds being utilized, and now we got the big cast there. Everything gets knocked around a bit there. Fire President needs to retarget towards the Predator tank. Is very wounded there, and takes out the Predator tank there. Avatar War is down half health, rapidly being regenerated health, but of course needs to fall back. Guardian Squad just sort of standing there. Now let's try and deactivate the point here. We do got another power generator over here. We've got 3 here as well, so the Forceman's eyeing a lot of power. In fact, he has a lot of power and Roxas sword up. He maybe is going for a Land Raider.
We have 200 points remaining.
The Lost Advanced War does spot the Terminator Force Commander. And the Warlock will need to fall back sooner rather than later. The Warlock's being ripped apart. Does have a good amount of injury there. Doesn't look the empower abilities turned on. And now the Terminator Force Commander will be getting good hits there onto that Warlock. Good hits there onto the last cannon, forcing him back. And now the Warlock is fully withdrawing, so down to 93 health.
The Eldar are capturing one of our strategic points.
Force Commander Terminator is trying to capture the center VP. Is receive some artillery fire from those fire prison. Tactical Marine Squad and Chaos or Starguard veteran could advance forward. Does have crack rounds loaded up for armor piercing effect on that fire prison. It's going to take time to deal with some of these power generators now.
The tide of battle turns toward the righteous.
These squads advancing forward. Trying to capture that point. This power generator was fully destroyed. And good hit there onto the scout squad. Our squad does find the VP. Has decaptured. Trying to go almost there for a full capture. The Terminator Force Commander says hello. He does not get the full capture there. Guardian Squad will manage to escape on out there. And last Devastator does receive a deadly hit there from the fire prism. Does fall back, might receive another shot. Does receive another shot there, but doesn't lose any additional models. Now Avatar War is advancing forward, trying to deal with these various forces. They do full withdrawal. Force Commander trying to deal with the Warlock. And also the Force Commander and the Avatar War are going to be engaging each other now. Scout Squad trying to find some shot there onto the Avatar War. But it's there onto the Terminator Force Commander. Now we've got Assault Terminator exploding out with their hammers there. So should be able to take on the heavy armor no problem. It looks like the Terminators are receiving still additional fire there. But they're not in threat of being going down. Our shot trucks being deployed now. Plasma grenades getting some good hits there. And the all trucks going to try to tie up and get some guys in melee. Warlock is down to half of his health or a third of his health. Terminator is slowly being whittled apart by the various fire there. Now we do got the Avatar War advancing forward. Does use the explosion ability there, which even knocks back the Terminators. And thus the Warlock does go down once again. Ooh, and those Assault Terminators getting some great hits there onto the fire prison. One shot away from death. Terminator's receiving quite a bit of fire there. He may want to hold back that low health one entirely. Just far too when these guys teleport forward and tap it and it will die.
have 100 points remaining.
And the Force Commander Terminator does go down right there. Oh no, that's just not the Terminator. That was actually the Assault Squad. It is there onto the Tactical Marine Squad. And the final missile launcher hit there, and the last can hit there onto the Avatar War. Does capture the central VP. Both players are pretty low VPs. Now Warlock's charging forward, trying to have these guys up in melee. Good hit there onto the missile launcher or last can squad there to knock him back. Looks like all those forces do fall back, just leaving the last cannon one to fight out. Upon these fall back as well. Remember, Force Commander trying to deal with the Warlock. Unless the Warlock's not fully withdrawing now.
Moving to cover.
Press on to
Fresh Ultra Truck being employed announced. Jumps up there, trying to get the VP as well. And he looks like he will get it decaptured at this point. It's not been captured nor decaptured.
the enemy is
Now the heavy flamers advancing forward with these power fist. It should be very effective versus the fire prism there. Guardian squad gains good damage in, trying to tie him up in melee. The Guardian squad maybe are on just for such VP. Warlock has been forced on back over here. The Eldari player does not have a lot of VPs, remaining 45 to 95. Guardian squads are pulling back, trying to avoid the heavy flamer of the Force Commander Terminator.
Victory point secured.
He's going to get some melee hits there onto that Fire Prism. And Fire Prism does in fact go down. A little bit of a waste there. After all War's advancing ward has been repaired. The center point has been captured on up. It's not looking good for the Eldari player. Missile launcher is getting tied up in melee right there. Seeing some hits. Over here, looks like the Force Commander Terminator is falling back.
a battle brother has fallen. Do not let his sacrifice be in vain.
Knocks back the last kind of flamer. And we do have some missile launchers hits there onto the Avatar War. Warlock seeing a bit of fire there. The Eldari player doesn't have a lot of VPs remaining. And now we do have the Chaos, or not the Chaos Predator, but regular Predator tank advance forward, trying to get some good damage on in. The Eldari player is just running out of VPs. So something's being decaptured central VP now. Nothing's decapturing this one over here. The tickets will still be counting down until it's neutralized. Yep, there we go, got it neutralized. And do now have the Archtark trying to capture the point now. Or it looks like just the, well yeah, there's the Archtark. Throwing clean ones, or after war's advancing forward, trying to get some good damage on these forces. There's the code ability, and it's going to be very, very effective. Fire tank does, of course, go down. Fire's trying to avoid the Force Commander once again. Looks like the Tactical Marine Squad may receive another hit there. Down to one model there, does get reinforced. Crack of rounds have been loaded up by the Stormguard veteran. You have a triple capture in favor of the Eldari player. The Eldari player has 8 tickets remaining, and a triple capture will cause him to be rapidly count down Force Commander and the Scout Squad trying to decapture these points. He will still sustain some more bleed. It's down to a single capture against him. And now the Terminator Force Commander is seeing some fire there. Archtark's immediately trying to recapture the point. The Avatar War does go down. He may have bought enough time there.
Fast to the Emperor are never truly defeated.
I think the Force Commander has actually fully surrendered right there. Well, either way, this is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.